Headphone warning. And we have hit that minute mark. Welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. This is the Underdog Ministry. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you that comes here to kick it with me. You guys kick ass and take names. I appreciate you. All right, let's do this. We have had to substitute the dice for Scrabble tiles because necessity is the mother of all invention, right? Right. So we are just going to pull out of these diamond Scrabble tiles and see what we get for words today, y'all. It is Wednesday, June 18th. I know I showed the date, but I did not speak it. I got a little choked up on my sip of water there. All right. Humor is the first word I see. Humor. Do you guys want a little bit better of a view? Here, hold on. There we go. Humor. Glad. Somebody's glad. They've got a good sense of humor, or somebody's in a good humor. So somebody's in a good mood and somebody's glad about it, possibly. Piston. Piston. Something about somebody's motor piston. All right, there's nothing left in those. We're going to put those tiles back and pull one more handful. All right, what do we got out of this tiny little handful here? Felon. F-E-L-O-N. Felon. Okie dokie. And there's no more vowels, just a tiny couple, little bit more. We'll see what comes out because we need more than just 4 words. Don't you guys think? Who is out there tonight? Hello, everybody. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing good. Hope you got a full belly. Hope you have somewhere comfortable to sleep. All right. Tuber. T-U-B-E-R. Tuber. Like a YouTuber, or like potatoes, rhizomes, sweet potatoes, lilies, a tuber. The name Kevin is here. Barely have to move any letters. Kevin. Yes. Y-E-S. Fad. Fad, like a trending. Somebody's trending. The latest fad, the latest TikTok, the latest YouTuber to go crazy is a felon of some sort, or is about a felon, like the latest video to go viral. I don't know. Let's see. Hawaii is here. H-A-W-A-I-I, Hawaii. Something about the state of Hawaii. All right. And I don't have anything out of those 4 letters, D, E, V, or M. Oh, well, DMV is there, actually. DMV. Department of Motor Vehicles. DMV. Something about the DMV in Hawaii. All right. Somebody is in good humor. We've got piston. We've got glad. We've got felon. We've got the word yes. Kevin. Tuber. The word fad. DMV. And we've got Hawaii. All right. So let's get the overall energy out of here with the major arcana and see what's going on with these words, shall we? Okay, that's more than one. I'll take them both, though. We got the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit. So we've got a change of luck. We've got a change of fate here for somebody that has really done a lot of internal work, introspection. Somebody's really kept to themselves. It was a good benefit for somebody to stick to themselves and to self-isolate and to focus on like their own internal world, their dreams, their goals, their aspirations, things like that. It was the right thing for somebody to do. It was the thing that changed their life, turned everything around for them. What is the dark side that is lurking here with the shadow deck, please and thank you? Defiance is the dark side that is lurking. So we've got somebody here that has really changed something about themselves by going all on their own within to figure out why they're so defiant. Okay? It might be a good thing that this person is defiant. It might be a good thing, but it's not necessarily a negative card. When you defy injustice for an example, you could still go to jail. You could still become a felon if you stand up to the justice system. All right? Say somebody went into the DMV. Right? Use the tiles out there. Say somebody went into the DMV and was like, oh my God, and like grabbed the person on the other side of the desk because they're so frustrated, right? It didn't hurt the person. They just, if it was at Target, it would be a regular scuffle, but it's the DMV, so you have assaulted a state officer, okay? A sworn state worker. Whatever. Somebody might have got themselves in some sort of trouble here, but this time out forced them to go within here, and it changed everything for them. They should be glad this happened. All right. So let's get, I'm actually going to start with the first card I'm going to pull is going to be my Deadly Apothecary, because I want to know what the poison is for this person, what the thing is that they need to process, what they need to get over, what they need to get through, what they need to get out of their system in order for this defiance possibly to go away. All right, we're going to get the poison and the antidote. Just one card, please, Spirit. Stay in good humor. You should be glad that something happened the way it did. I think somebody threw a piston. Somebody might have gotten in trouble with their vehicle. They might have had to like pay tickets or fines that they couldn't afford, and they might have like freaked out on some sort of DMV worker here. Oh, I really asked for one card. There's 3 out there. Trust that feeling, soul contracts, catharsis. I'm not going to read each one of these out of the book. We've had Black Bryony before. We've had the Destroying Angel before. Destroying Angel ends soul contracts, okay? So this destroying angel is this wheel of fortune. Somebody feels like their life was destroyed because they got put in some sort of isolation or forced to go in, forced to be alone, forced to go on a solo journey. Something with this hermit card that was a one man or one woman affair. All right. It was the best thing. It turned this person's life around with the Wheel of Fortune. It turned their life around. And now what they're working on is some sort of this defiance. Why do they bow their neck? Why do they go against the grain? Well, here's this destroying angel here. What this is telling me is that you going against the grain is because you're breaking generational curses, okay? Meaning it feels like you're supposed to do what everybody wants you to do, to stay in line, to go with the flow, to conform, to do what's normal, right? But somebody here is supposed to go against the grain, evidently. We've got hemlock, water, dropwort. So that says trust that feeling. If you know this is not what you're supposed to do, and you've obviously spent some time alone here to figure it out, right? You should recognize that this defiance is a personality trait that you might be disconnected from, that actually protects you from fuckery. Okay? Like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't feel like doing that. Nope. This stubborn streak that somebody has here, it puts off the people that need to be put off. You're supposed to have it because they're supposed to stay offended. Okay? Catharsis. You're supposed to let it all fall away. You're supposed to speak your piece. You're supposed to speak your truth. You're supposed to bow your neck. You spent a lot of time alone with yourself. This is what has turned your life around, was going in within. This is isolating yourself from the people that make you want to bow your neck. Okay? You're tearing up those contracts. So just follow your own lead on this one. Whoever this vibe is for, follow your own lead on this one. You know what your body and soul are telling you. And when you feel super defiant in a situation that you shouldn't be super defiant in, like you don't understand your own motivations at that point, that's when you need to step back and realize that Spirit's trying to step in and keep you out of something, okay? It's going to lower your vibe. All right, so tell me about this turn of fate. Somebody going within, bowing their neck, and like, it's like turning their back and walking away from anyone and everything they've ever known because they just have a feeling that's what they're supposed to do. And it's the only thing that's going to help them purge with that catharsis there. Tell me about it. Two Pentacles in reverse. All right. Until you get rid of all the old ties, you can't commit to anything new. All right. The energy here is like somebody being pulled in multiple directions, and they've got to choose themselves here. And it's going to feel so good once they do it with that catharsis there. This person is spread thin. This person is they're on the fence about whether or not they should speak their piece. Two of Wands in reverse, right after the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This person's afraid to say what they got to say because they don't want to be left alone. They don't want it to alienate anybody. But I think this person's going to feel so much better once they just air their grievances, I guess. Okay, I'm flashing on a Seinfeld episode that's like the Festivus for the rest of us and the airing of grievances. Shit. They leg wrestle and they scream at each other across the non-Christmas dinner table because it is Festivus for the rest of us. And they tell each other about all of the horrible things that they think about each other. And then they eat dinner together and leg wrestle. Festivus, right? The airing of grievances. Somebody needs to get shit off their chest. Somebody's looking for the right words to say. They're really... This person's learning a lot about themselves because they are practicing, for whatever reason, this person's practicing what they've got to say. And every time they practice what they've got to say, they hear how it sounds. And they don't want to, what is the words? This person does not want to be that guy. Something about being a douche. They don't want to sound douchey, schmarmy. This person doesn't want to sound like a putz. I don't know where all these words are coming from. At any rate, this person's really trying to figure out how to say what they got to say without looking like the bad guy. All right? And they feel like that they're not going to be able to get on with their life. That's what this catharsis is about. Get out of this hermit mode, get out of this defiant behavior. It's like somebody has like an oppositional defiance disorder. Where the fuck did that come from? Oppositional defiance disorder. It doesn't matter if it's the right way. They're going to do it the wrong way because everybody else knows it's the right way. This person shoots himself in the foot on purpose. And they know they're doing it while they're doing it, but they're compulsive. They can't help themselves. They have to go against the grain. It's just the way they were built. Like, they don't... Person doesn't want to compromise. Okay, this person has an issue with seeing things from other points of view, okay, or other people's perspectives. This person doesn't want to kiss and make up. They don't want to be the one to make or the repair. And they don't want to get past whatever kind of like resentment they have. They know that this resentment that they have is bullshit. It's all inside of them. This isn't, like, they're defiant, like, to their own desires. This person's like, yeah, I love doing that. I'm going to do that. And as soon as they have the opportunity or are given, like, solutions to be able to overcome obstacles to doing whatever they want to do, they're like, no. I got a reason why I can't go with your solution. This person is their own worst enemy right here. Okay? Look at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even touch the cards with this hand over here. Couldn't have moved them at all. Look at clarifying the hermit. We got the hangman, y'all. This person's... I'm getting... like somebody in a cartoon that's being flipped upside down by their ankles and shook out so their pockets, so everything comes out. Everything falls out. They've got stuffed under their hat, up in their shirt. It's like this person's being forced to air their grievances. Four swords in the reverse on the cut, just for their energy on being forced to air their grievances is anxiety. They're restless. They're afraid. They're exhausted. But this person doesn't want to do it somebody else's way because they said it would work. This person doesn't Doesn't go with other people's solutions, even if it's the right solution and it's like proven. Like it could be 2 + 2 = 4, and there is 2 things over there and 2 things over there and 4 spots to put them in. That's all we got to do. And they're like, no, that's 12. It's 8. No, it's 1. We have to put it all in one spot. This person is just defiant. They don't respect others' logic. They will not humor anybody's ideas whatsoever. Tell me about this person's personality a little bit more. Obviously, there's some sort of behavior thing here, this oppositional defiance. I am not any kind of licensed therapist. I am not any kind of doctor. I am not any kind of medical professional. What I am is somebody who has survived almost 50 years of assholes. So a narcissistic family. So this oppositional defiance disorder. It's like, when you tell somebody who's obviously dehydrated, they need to drink more water and stop drinking soda. And they're like, but I'm thirsty, I want a soda. The soda does nothing to actually quench your thirst. It quenches your taste buds. So what you want is dopamine, and you're not really paying attention to the thirsty part of it. Like you want those bells and whistles to go off in your brain because it feels good, tastes good, it's yummy, right? It doesn't quench the actual thirst of the cells and the parched. Okay, somebody needs to rejuvenate their body and they're not paying attention. This is the person getting shook upside down, forced to pay attention to the fact that holding on to this negative energy makes them sick. They want to be in a good mood. They want to be of a good humor. They want to be glad to get up every day. This person does not want to be aggressive. But they're not taking very good care of themselves. They're being forced to see that something, their health is going to be shaken up here. Somebody's health is going to get shaken up and they're going to be forced to do something about it. Forced to eat better, forced to exercise more, forced to sleep. I don't know. I've got many sleep issues, so maybe forced to worry about your sleep arrangements or something like that. I can tell you, I have literally not slept a solid night in over 16 years. More than like 2 or 3 hours at a stretch. And then awake for 2 or 3 hours and then asleep. It's horrible. But so anybody that has insomnia or PTSD nightmares and stuff, I fully get you. It happens. We've got belonging in reverse. House of Night in reverse. Somebody wants to come out of their depression. This person wants to come out of this bad vibe, bad energy, bad health. This person wants to fix some things. They want to restore, what is the word? Remodel their vessel, so to speak. They kind of want a do-over, a makeover. Playful, 44. Okay. So this person is usually defiant. They're going to try and be in a good, they're going to try and make jokes. They're going to be in good humor. They will be glad if you receive it and like, it will help kind of restore some sort of energy for this person. But they're cutting everything and everyone away. Why are they still around my collective? The fledgling. This could be somebody's child. This could be somebody that feels like you're their home and they can't do things on their own yet without you. This could be somebody's child, like I said, that isn't fully grown. They're not quite ready to fly on their own yet. But there's somebody here that wants to restore things and wants to, you know, be lighthearted about it. Somebody that maybe, I don't know, still needs your help to fly. Forbidden in the reverse. So it's not forbidden. Somebody thought that it was like taboo, or maybe this person thought that they were not allowed or something like that. Maybe this person's been blocked off because they've got other things going on in the background here. Trapped in reverse. Felon in the cards. This person getting let out of their cage. That's what's in the background. This person has some sort of, maybe they've got a criminal history here. One more card. It might have a criminal history. We've got the moon in reverse. It's not something this person hides. They're out in the open with what they've done. This person takes accountability. That's part of this flipping their wheel of fortune, because they've spent so much time in isolation here. This person might have actually like been arrested, house arrest, in prison, or like county jail. This person might have even been in some sort of mental hospital, possibly. They weren't ready for something. But they don't keep it a secret. This person's very open about what they've been through. Very open about what they've been through. Okay. Last run of cards, y'all. So this person here, this could be from the state of Hawaii. Somebody could dream of Hawaii while they were, I will say restrained, involuntarily restrained one way or another. We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, this person feels like they are a lost cause, like they missed their shot, they missed their opportunities, probably because something went wrong with them. They were involuntarily restrained. It probably blocked a lot of opportunities for them. But they're about to have some sort of breakthrough here. Four of Cups right to the Five of Cups. Okay, this person's about to have a breakthrough, and oh, damn, he's going to make everybody that put him where he was regret it. Regret the day they ever met him. Page of Pentacles in the reverse on the back side. So we got somebody here that provided some sort of false evidence to get this person locked up involuntarily here. Now this person's a felon. We've got Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person can't be released on their own recognizance because it was a mental crime. It was a, what is it, psychiatric hold, but it was a criminal psychiatric hold. Page of Swords. So stolen or hidden information. Somebody's not going to be able to be on their own here. Somebody's going to have to look out for them. They're going to have to watch out. They're going to have to keep records, something like that. For this person, ooh, keep record of this person. They might need a parole officer We've got the King of Cups in reverse and the Five of Wands. All right. So this person's going to have to be kept track of. Even though what they did is they didn't do anything, it's false evidence up here with this Page of Pentacles. This person may still have some sort of issue with the way they took care of their body. They may have an addiction, something like that. But whatever this lockup was, that it looks like somebody misrepresented their character. Okay, they manipulated a situation. They used some sort of power play, okay, with this King of Cups in the reverse. I'm getting like have you ever pissed off a Scorpio or a Pisces or a Cancer? I'm gonna say explosive rage if I remember my brother correctly. Chill, 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 chill. Boom, he'd go off like a bomb. That's what I'm getting off of this King of Cups in reverse. This person doesn't have any warning signs before they snap. This is part of their mental health problem. This person might have had a breakdown. Okay, we've got the Five of Wands here. This person was caught in a fight, caught in a bunch of drama, caught in a bunch of bullshit they didn't want to participate in. We got the Magician at the bottom of the deck. This person, as much as they hated what happened, this is how they manifested their way out of whatever they were in. 32:32 on the clock. Okay, I'm going to close the reading right there, you guys. And if you like that reading, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you guys know when I go live. And speaking of live, I will be going here in, I don't know, about 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. If I can stay awake that long, I'll be honest, I don't stay up late. So fingers crossed. No promises, but I'm going to try for you guys. Okay? Remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.